Welcome to the Pharmacist Voice Podcast, episode 235. I'm the host, Kim Newlove. Today, I'm wrapping up my Pharmacist Authors Summer Series. This has been my summer project, and I must say that I'm a little sad that it's ending. It was a great project, and I truly enjoyed sharing 13 interviews, plus the intro and this wrap up with you. Thank you for listening. 15 episodes went by fast. I started recruiting guests back in January of 2023. That was 6 months ago. Then I started recording 4 months ago in March. Then I dripped out the episodes twice a week in June and July. It is a lot of work to create a series like this, but it was a good challenge. I love how it turned out, and I want to thank my guests for participating, and I have to thank you for listening to the episodes. Thank you. Now, here's a review of the guests in the series. I love a good list, so let's list them off, numbers 1 through 13. Number 1, Dr. Salam Kabbani, author of COVID Long Hauler, My Life Since COVID. Number 2, Julie Walters, my audio engineer from Whole Story Studio. If you're a pharmacist author and you want to narrate your audiobook, talk to Julie Walters. Guest number 3, Dr. Aaron L. Albert, author of The Life Science Lawyer. Number 4, Sue Ojigir PharmD, author of The Pharma Heroes, The Power of Precision Medicine. Number 5, Tony Guerra, author of The Pharmacist Residency and Career Series. That's an 8-book series. Number 6, Dr. Christina Fontana, author of Moving Beyond the Counter, Elevating into Heart-Centered Healthcare Through Entrepreneurship. Number 7, Dr. Jade L. Ranger, author of Mustard Seed Mentality, Unscripted Pearls of Wisdom from a Wife, Mother, and Entrepreneur. Number 8, Rear Admiral Pam Schweitzer PharmD and her daughter Amy Graves, authors of Alice and Jack Hike the Grand Canyon, a children's book. Number 9, Corey Jenks PharmD, author of Permission to Care, Building a Healthcare Culture that Thrives in Chaos. Number 10, Dr. Donna Bartlett, author of MedStrong, Shed Your Meds for a Better, Healthier You, Aging Well Through Deprescribing. Number 11, Dr. Frida Wiley, author of Telecommuting Psychosis, From Surviving to Thriving While Working in Your Pajama Pants. Plus, we touched on 3 children's books that she has in development. Number 12, Dr. Tim Ulbrich, co-author of 7-Figure Pharmacist, How to Maximize Your Income, Eliminate Debt, and Create Wealth. And finally, number 13, Dr. LaQuoya Johnson, author of How Racism Manifests Inside the Small World of Pharmacy. Thank you again so much to all of my guests. I had an amazing time talking to all of you, and I must say that I learned something every time I do a series. 3 takeaways that I want to share with you are, number 1, I liked it so much, I want to do another Pharmacist Authors series again next year. Number 2, hearing pharmacist authors read samples of their own books was a treat. I love hearing pharmacists use their voices. My third and final takeaway is that pharmacist authors want to be part of this. After I had already cast all of the guests and conducted all of the interviews, I recorded all the interviews, I was publishing the episodes, pharmacist authors were contacting me to be part of this series. So I just want to say that that kind of reinforces my first takeaway, that I liked it so much, I want to do it again next year. Well, the pharmacist authors want to do it again next year too. So I'm hoping to do this again next year. In case you missed the introduction for this series, I just want to review that I compared this series to a summer reading program, kind of like what I had when I was a kid. I hope that you found a good read from among the many books in this series, and you at least read one good book this summer. Plus, I introduced you to thought leaders, advocates, educators, and entertainers who you can connect with and follow on social media. Now, if you're a pharmacist author looking to narrate your own audiobook, I introduced you to Julie Walters. She's an audio engineer and she can help you out. I hope this series has helped the readers out there, but also the authors. There was a lot of great content in this series, and I truly hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Thank you so much for listening to the Pharmacist Authors Series here on the Pharmacist Voice podcast. Thank you for listening to this wrap up episode, episode 235. Please visit thepharmacistvoice.com to read the show notes. In the show notes, you'll find dozens of links, including links to each episode in the series, the pharmacist authors, their books, my social media links, and more. If you know someone who would like this episode, please share it with them. And if you like this podcast, please subscribe to or follow the Pharmacist Voice podcast on your favorite podcast player and YouTube to get each new episode right when it comes out. I'll be back on Friday, August 4th, that's next Friday, with a drug name pronunciation episode. Thanks for listening today. I'll talk to you next week.